Today I want to do something a bit different and something I've been requested to do, the real ownership and running costs of my Mercedes-AMG GLC43. This AMG is a 6-cylinder twin-turbo version, 3 litre, and this isn't guesswork, this isn't manufacturer figures, and this definitely isn't optimistic maths. These are my actual costs based on 3 years of ownership and around about 24,000 miles driven. Before we get into the numbers, if you enjoy honest ownership content like this, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below with any questions or thoughts you might have. I appreciate it. So let's start with the car itself. This is a Mercedes-AMG GLC43 3 litre twin turbo. It was first registered on the 31st of March 2020 and I bought it on the 17th of February 2023 for £55,000. Fast forward now, early 2026, the current trade value sits at around £32,500. That means depreciation alone over roughly 3 years has been £22,500. Broken down, that's about £7,500 per year, or roughly 13.6% annually, which is actually better than average for high performance AMG SUV. Depreciation is always the biggest cost, and it's one of the people tend to underestimate the most. Now let's move on to running costs. Excluding fuel over the 3 years, insurance has cost me a total of £1,851.84. That's spread across 3 policies and reflects a clean licence and realistic cover, not budget insurance with corners cut. Servicing has been handled entirely through Mercedes service plans. Over the ownership period, that has cost me £1,848 in total, which works out very predictably a month to month and avoids any nasty surprises. Road tax, or vehicle excise duty, as it's also known, is one of the one people often forget to factor in properly on cars like this. In March 2024, it was £570. In March 25, it was £600, giving a total of £1,170 across the period. During the first year, however, it was included in the purchase price of the car, so I didn't have to pay for that separately. Tyres are another big one on the AMG cars. Personally, I like to stick with the same make and model of tyre that it came with out of the factory. So for this car, it's a Michelin Latitude Sport 3s, fronts are 255/45 ZR20s, and the rears are 285/40 ZR20s. Front tyres in December 2023 cost me £527.16. Rear tyres in February 2025 came to £670. Then fronts again in December 2025 at £580. In total, that includes fitting as well. Tyres have cost me £1,777.16. I think that is entirely in line with a 390 plus horsepower all-wheel drive SUV, which is sitting on proper rubber. Brakes have been minimal. I cannot find anything or remember having the front pads done at any time. I even checked my bank accounts when making this video for all the costs and nothing jumped out. But as soon as they need doing, they will be done. The good news is that the service I had a couple of days ago highlighted that all was good. The rear pads, however, there was a sensor and they were done in March 2025. The cost of that was £348.89. So no premature wear and no horror stories on the brake side. There's also a one-off cost of £82.75 that I paid out for my number plates that I had made when I purchased the car, because I'm one of those that likes the number plates to look nice. So I had the 3D versions, which I include because this is about true ownership cost and not selective accounting. That said, I've not included the costs of the cosmetic alterations I've done, such as the bits of chrome I had wrapped in black, and the AMG petrol cap, or the carbon add-ons, as that's purely for visual indulgence purposes for my own benefit. Now, something I've deliberately added into the breakdown is valeting, as I feel that is part of car maintenance. I have the car professionally valeted once a month, and that costs me £30 a time. Got to deal with them, so that's good. So roughly over the 36 months, that totals £1,080. I include this because it keeps the car in consistently high cosmetic condition and directly supports resale value. It's a real cost, and for me, it's worth it. Personally, I despise my cars being dirty. Add all that together and the total running costs, excluding fuel, come to £8,158.64. Fuel is where people's expectations and reality often diverge. I run exclusively on Shell V-Power unleaded. My real world average fuel economy over the period has been 24.1 miles to the gallon. Over approximately 24,000 miles, that means I've used around 4,530 litres of fuel at an average of about £1.60 per litre. Total fuel spend comes in at £7,246. That works out at about £2,415 a year, or just over 30 pence per mile on fuel alone. So when you put all of those figures together, depreciation comes in at £22,500. Total running costs, excluding fuel, are £8,158.64, and fuel adds in a further £7,246. That brings the true all-in cost of ownership of this car for me at £37,904.64 over 3 years. In practical terms, that's around £12,635 a year, about £1,053 per month, and roughly £1.58 per mile all in. This is excluding finance, as I don't have any finance on the car. I did purchase the car using Mercedes-Benz Finance initially to give me added protection under consumer rights, but I exercised my statutory right to settle that within 28 days of purchase and avoid all financial costs involved with that. So that includes absolutely everything: depreciation, insurance, tax, servicing, tyres, brakes, valeting and premium fuel. What does that mean in reality? For a 390 plus horsepower AMG all-wheel drive performance SUV, ownership has been remarkably well controlled, depreciation has been predictable, running costs have been consistent, there's been no abnormal consumer wear, and the car has remained in excellent cosmetic condition throughout. Even with premium fuel and monthly professional valeting, the overall ownership experience has been financially disciplined for a car of this class vehicle. If you're considering a GLC43 or an AMG product with the six-cylinder twin-turbo V6 engine, hopefully this gives you a clear, honest picture of what real ownership could look like for you beyond the brochure. If you found this useful, hit the like button, subscribe for more ownership content, and let me know in the comments your thoughts or experiences of your AMG ownership. Thank you for watching, and until the next video, JP out.